So, hey, you see that? I'd say it's working, ladies. Howdy, folks. In today's review, we're going to be taking a look at a stud finder here. I have been wanting one of these for quite some time. I've done a little homework on them, and I never pulled the trigger. And then all of a sudden I got the option to do a review on one, and yes indeed, I jumped on that. So this guy showed up in the mail, and yeah, we're going to take a look at it. First of all, full disclosure here, because it was a box in a box, this wasn't taped or anything. I did already pre-open it and put a battery in just to save a little bit of time. I didn't do anything otherwise, powered it on, worked, and yeah, that was the beginning and the end of what I did there. So it comes in some bubble wrap like a yay. Looks something like a yo. Are we beating the glare? How about that glare? This one does a couple of nifty little things. It's got a, there we go. It's got two pokey bits on the bottom there. Are we focusing? Yeah, you can measure the moisture content of things and stuff, primarily wood. I didn't read anything, so I don't know exactly what it does, but yeah, that's the end of the box. Get some instructions. What do we got here? Man, my eyes don't get old, folks. It sucks. Yeah, there's English, and that's not. So, all right, don't need that or that. Something like that. Anywho, here, let's power it up real quick. It's got a nice brake display, as I think you can see. You can set it for multi thicknesses. I know that much about it. So it has 1.5 inches. I have it set to the 1.5 inch scale now. So, hey, you see that? I'd say it's working, ladies. Meter don't lie. All right. I got some learning to do with this. Yeah. All right. Let me do a little research in the instructions here, and yeah, we'll move along with this review. All right, real quick here, I thought to show you the test bed, if you will. We're just doing the metal test right now, right here. One piece there, one piece there, one piece there. Just got a tape to the backside, and we're gonna do our measurement then, naturally, from the front side. This is 5/8 inch thick drywall, gypsum board, whatever you want to call it, plaster board, yeah, drywall. 5/8 inch thick, or 16 mil. It's 15.9, but it's, you know, rounded off. It's modern day 5/8. All right. We start by, naturally, turning the thing on. And are we beating the glare? Since we're looking for metal, that's what this test is all about. This is the metal icon. Hey, can you see it? Looks like an I-beam. I don't think that's necessarily the best way they could have symbolized metal. If you haven't worked in industry, you know, some of you probably wouldn't know what that is. That represents an I-beam. I only know because, well, hey, I kind of been there, I've done that, I've worked with it, I've worked around it. It would be nice if it spelled it out, said metal. That would be better. Or if it used the periodic table of elements, you know, Fe, for example, you know, ferrous metal, you know, something that everyone could understand. I guess, I mean, everyone can understand that, but you got to know what it means to know what it means. Know what I mean? Anywho, you got to put the thing somewhere that doesn't have anything going on. and then you calibrate it by pushing this side button here. Wait for those bars to tick down. Did you see that? Maybe? Ah, crap. Stop. Yeah, you can see that one. All right, there we go. Now as you move in, no kidding. I found that. Holy crap, yes indeed. That is Johnny on spot. I'm gonna show this to you. I'm gonna prove it to you. That rebar, you can see that rebar sticking out, right? I mean, it's finding the edge of it. It's this leading edge here where my finger's tapping, right up to that leading edge of that bar. It's right there, ain't it? Now it keeps going forever. Stop that, because there's nothing there. There is something on this side. Holy crap, this thing is touchy. You know what? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the rebar test separate, because clearly that yeah, it's a little much. Let's do the vertical, you know, two different types of metal bar, vertical bars first, and then we'll come back to the rebar test and just do that separately. I think that'll be a better, yeah, less noisy way of doing it. All right, let's give this metal mode a try one more time, shall we? I think we're beating the glare here. It's in the I-beam mode. Supposed to put it against and calibrate. Something like that. Push the calibrate button. The rebar is no longer there. It is calibrated. And now we'll just move it along. It's sensing something. You can clearly see where the metal is on this one. Yeah, wow. That's, that is, what the hell is going on here? Hello. Is it the pen? No? Oh. That says it's centered. That's what it thought was center. No. Oh, shut up. Off. Anyway, now I can hear myself think. That is actual center right there, that mark. This is where it said center was on that setting. Let's try this one more time. It's off because it wouldn't shut up. Let's power it on. Still in the metal mode. I'll put it right here. Press the calibrate button. Wait until these bars tick down. And supposedly it's calibrated. Now, this is the center of that L bracket. And we're getting closer, closer, closer. And it says center is... Oh, yeah, the bracket's only, you know, yay tall. That's what it thinks. Oh, shut up. All right. Yeah, that's a total fail. That no virky. Let's try a different mode. That was the metal detection mode. So maybe it works better in stud finder mode. Power it on. The arrow key here is how you cycle through. That's a 1/2 inch, you know, if you want to find a 1/2 inch stud. Now, according to the instructions here, if you're looking for depth, the only way to increase the, I guess, the sensitivity, the depth range that this thing will read, is to increase the size of the stud that you're looking for. 1.5 inches is as you know, as big as the stud, you know, is capable, or as the largest stud that this thing is capable of measuring, let's put it that way. And then that is also its maximum depth. So keep that in mind. The power of the device, I guess, increases with the dimension of the stud that you're looking for. Let's just sum it up like that. Let's just try 1/2 inch. I don't know. Try 1/2 inch. Put it there. We'll calibrate it, same as we did the last time. Now this is looking for wood, so I don't know. What's it going to do with metal? I don't know. We shall see. Oh, that looks a whole lot different, don't it? Huh. That's that edge. No kidding. That is, whoa, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Here, that says edge. That is right there. It didn't say center, but there's a big pocket right here. That says center right there. And actually what that, no kidding, that found this edge and that edge. It didn't quite find center, but it absolutely marked out that thing. And this was a tough one because there's a big gap in the middle. And I'm at the most shallow setting, the 1/2 inch setting. So yeah, so far I'd say don't use the metal mode, use the stud finder mode, because that was Johnny on spot. Now this other one is over here, but it's only, here, I should have marked that, shouldn't have. It is only that tall. So let's see what she does on this side. And that, is it there or is it there? I don't know. This is a much thicker kind of stud. So that says center. And it is not. No, that is the far edge though. That is the bleeding edge. It found the that edge, and the this is a 1 inch thick. Yeah, I think it's a little thicker than that. It's more like that. That was damn close. Yes, indeed. Let's try that one more time. I'll just recalibrate it just for you know, just to be thorough. All right, let's try that one more time. If, you know what, if you go from the side of the meter when it just first starts to detect, I'm going to show this to you because you won't believe me otherwise. That is so good. It found it. It really did. That is the thing right there. I mean, follow that line. That split it right down the middle. It did find it. It didn't find center, but it found both edges. So, I mean, what more do you want out of that, right? That is, here, let's see if we can maintain focus. You can see those marks, I think, right? And ta-da, there it is. Flip you back. See what I mean? I mean, it absolutely found that. That is pretty damn impressive. Yeah, it's a little twitchy, I guess, a little finicky, I guess you could call it. But hey, it did it. It found it, and it was Johnny on spot with both of them. All right, I'm going to change the. I want to go back to that rebar. I want to see what it does with the rebar, and I'm going to run it diagonally the way I originally had it. And yeah, let's see what she does. All right, back at this here. I have removed the previous test samples, and I have installed the rebar again. We're just running diagonally corner from one corner to another, simply like that. What I'm going to do, just so I don't have to hold it, I'm going to use the L bracket that I had originally. I'm just going to put it to this very, very, very far side, so I can, yeah, kind of rest it like that. All right, I'm up here in the middle of no man's land for the umpteenth time because everything keeps falling over. I think I've got it pretty well secured this time. I'm going to calibrate it. I'm still on the 1/2 inch scale. Hopefully there's no glare. You can see what I'm seeing. And let's see exactly where this thing is reading. Come down to the rebar. And yeah, it still kind of looks like it's reading right at the bottom. It begins reading right at the bottom of this black screen shroud hood kind of thing, right? That's what it looks like. I mean, yeah, that is real. That is well, that is real damn close. Let's see what it does side by side here, and then I'll mark it with a pen. No kidding. No kidding. That was spot on. I mean, that's perfect. Again, no kidding. That is some stuff right there. That was impressive. Let's see if we can duplicate it. A little off on the upward swing, but it's telling me to go down. And there it is. It found it. Look at that. Look at that. That's freaking awesome. Yeah. I mean, I don't know why I'm surprised. It's just doing its job. But I mean, well, some of you may have used these things in the past. They typically don't work. This is it's got a learning curve to it, as we're all seeing. It'd be nice to know exactly where the sensor is. But hey, that's what we're trying to find out, right? It's where is the damn sensor? Yeah, it's somewhere in the screen area. I mean, at the bottom of the screen to the top of the screen, maybe. It's somewhere in that ballpark. All right. I think that's as pinpoint of a test as I'm going to be able to test. Well, that was damn impressive because here, I'll just flip this over and you can see what I'm talking about. That's the setup. You know, a 1/2 inch rebar, and I drew a line on the front side, so you saw exactly where it was, and then this thing was just holding the thing in place. So yeah, that is okay. All right, here we're going to do the wood test. I've got what is that? 3/4 inch. Actually, it's plywood, but I got it stood up vertically, and here's a traditional 2x4, which is 1.5 by whatever, 3.5. Nothing is what it says on the tin anymore. You always got to read the fine print. Yes. Anywho, I've kept them high so that you can see what the center is, and hopefully nothing falls over this time. We're going to do the same thing. Start from, a cold start here. Power it on and go center and calibrate. I'm going to keep it on the 1/2 inch scale because that's been working great so far. Now, keep in mind, according to the instructions anyway, it has the maximum scanning depth with thicker and thicker settings. Like we're on the 1/2 inch setting. If you go to the 1.5 inch setting, it can supposedly scan deeper. But I've been getting excellent results with 1/2 inch setting through 5/8 inch drywall, gypsum board, or plaster board, whatever terminology you prefer most. Anywho, we're going to calibrate it here. Let it tick down. And let's see what she does. Nice and slow, nice and slow. Not a damn thing. All right, it did not see that at all. Oh, stop. What did I do? What did I do? Let's calibrate it one more time. Hopefully you can see this. That's no better. Oh, the glare, the glare. Stop. Stop. There's nothing back there. I don't know why it's sounding off right now. Just because I'm trying to do a thing and it's It's trying to do a thing. Okay, yes, right there, it found it. I would say it found dead center. Telling us to go back. And again, it found it. Let me try from the other side. The 1/2 inch setting worked fine on this 2x4. So far, anyway. And yeah, I mean, it's right there. That is right there. Okay. No good, no bueno on the 3/4 inch one. Let's try a deeper setting, 1 inch, and recalibrate just because we want to be thorough. Yeah, hello. Yep, now it's seeing it. Now it's seeing it. That's it, guys. It found it. Are we beating the glare? Oh, of course not. We're never beating the glare. You're seeing that. I'm trying to do 3 things at once. I'm sorry. Bear with me here. Trying to make sure you guys can see while, you know, being thorough here. It's finding it every time at the 1 inch setting. The 1 inch setting here is finding 3/4 inch thick plywood through a 5/8 inch thick plasterboard, gypsum board, that kind of thing. So, I mean, you watched that happen numerous times now. One more thing I want to test, and I think the only thing we have yet, well, two things. I want to see what it does with electricity. I'm going to put an extension cord back here and see if it can find power, because it's supposed to do that. And then I guess we'll just take a look at the temperature and the moisture, because it can also read moisture content of building materials as well as wood. So I'm going to set up a different test for that. But all right, moving along. All right, here's the electrical test. I've just taken one of those cheap extension cords and taped her ever so nicely, gently to the backside in a diagonal, you know, so we can still follow that line. According to the instructions, this is supposed to read electricity in pretty much every mode. So I'm just going to turn it on. Yeah, no calibration. It's following this line, so. Nope. Nope. Calibrate. Oh. Okay. Wow, you got to be kidding me. Are you guys are seeing this, right? Are we beating the glare? Which way do we got to go? That's pretty freaking cool. It shows a little triangular caution icon up there in the upper, well, now it's in the upper right-hand corner. And look at that. I mean, it's finding it. You saw how thin that wire was. If I can just move ever so slowly, and it's fine. I mean, it's right on. Come on. That is perfect. It found it, right? I mean, I'm not making this up. It is running corner to corner. That is freaking cool. It does not sense like on outer edges, but it does sense. Yeah. Hopefully you're seeing that. Yeah, it's right. See, I mean, come on. That's so perfect. That is that's the electrical test, and I'm impressed, you guys. You're seeing this, what I'm seeing. I don't have to brag it up. You can see what it's doing. It's supposed to measure. Well, I forget the percentages. I'll put the specifications of this whole thing in here somewhere, and go from there. But yeah, we're supposed to be able to stab Yeah, I got to change the mode. I don't know what it's going to do on my finger, but did I miss it? Yeah, I did. I missed it, but I'm just curious. Moisture content on my finger. And of course it's upside down because, you know, framing. Ah, my finger is reading 20% moisture. Are we seeing that? Yeah, I think you can see it now. Yeah, that's, I mean, probably. My hands are pretty dry. All right, I have this wooden shim, that's all it is, and a wet paper towel. You know, like when you're installing doors and windows, that kind of thing. Yeah, that's what you'd use to shim your stuff to get it, you know, square. Anywho, I think we can focus on that. And we're at 0. I think you can see that. I'll just stab her. For crying out loud. I'll get it right. Don't worry. Hang on just a second. For crying out loud. The glare. 32%, 30, oh yeah, I mean, you can see that, right? And this is a soaking wet piece of wood. Again, I don't remember off the top of my head what the specifications are for the wet wood moisture reading, but it also does building materials. For example, you know, if I were to stab, well, I'll just do it. Stab this, pierce the paper on this drywall. And yeah, 8.7%. I know it's upside down for you guys, but trust me, that's what it's looking like. 8.7%. Now, I stuck wet needles into dry board, so you know there's that. But now, it goes right back to 0. So, I would call that fully functional. All right, this has been sitting and settling for a while now. I figured real quick now, we'll take a look at the temperature and do a quick comparison to other temperature devices. The weather station here is saying 71. The thermostat here is saying 71. This one, 71.7. So I would call that quite accurate. All right. So where am I at with this thing? I like it. I like it like that. It's, you know, for the nickels and dimes that it cost, there's hardly anything to complain about. It does everything that it said it was going to do on the tin. And I think it does it extremely well. Problem is, once it starts detecting, it seems to keep detecting and it doesn't seem to shut up. I don't know. I mean, does it matter? I don't really think so because, well, I mean, it finds studs. It's a stud finder. And it found each and everything that I threw at it. And it continued to do it. And yeah, it did it incredibly well, extremely accurately. So, you know, giving credit where it's due, it's a stud finder and it found them. And that's where I'm at. It is damn good for the couple of bucks that you got to pay for it. Anywho, as always, links in the description below. And where am I going to put this then? I've told you in other videos that me and stars, we don't get along. We're not doing the star rating anymore. About done with that. Stars are for restaurants. What we're going to do here on the 0 to 10 scale, because it's time to get back to prim and proper. Oh, where would I put this guy? Well, I think I'm going to give it a 7. I'm just going to call it a solid 7. It's got bells and whistles and features and functions that seem to be maybe not quite as accurate as others, but its primary function is to find studs, and it seems to be incredibly accurate at doing its primary job. So because it does that one thing that it's designed to do so very well, it's still getting a good number from me. This is a solid 7. I would highly recommend this. Is there better stuff out there? Like I said, I don't know. I don't have anything to compare it to, but I can tell you this one is, I'm impressed. I mean, I've used others in the past, you know, many, we're talking a decade ago. I'm getting old now, but you know, I've used some of the stuff that was out there in the market, and it was always a joke. You're better off just taking a butter knife or a steak knife rather, and stabbing the wall to find the damn stud. You get, you know, accurate results and not have to mess around with these goofy ass toys. But this is a toy that actually does what it said on the tin. So giving it where it's due. It's a solid 7 from me. I think that's going to wrap it up right here. All right, again, the link is in the description. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you found this helpful and a little entertaining, perhaps, maybe. And do the likes, the thumbs, you know, whatever, ups and downs, and bells and whistles and all that jazz. And we will see you in the next one. All right, guys, cheers.